Hi, my name is Tommy and I'm going to show you how to make this animation of a car following a track like this. I'm not going to show you how to modeling the car, but the rest of the track is modeled. Yes, so let's get started. I'm clean up the scene and I'm going to modeler, and this is what we are going to make. Two paths nearly look the same and the road. So yeah, I can go back so we have the same size. Yes, the first thing to do is to make a path, and I prefer to use Bezier, so I go to create and Bezier. You can also do spline draw and just put some points, but I'm used to Illustrator and Bezier is one of my favorites. The way to use Bezier is very straightforward. You set points and you have handles to tell where the path is going in and out of this point. Normally when I set the point and I want a smooth turn, I set the handle to half the size, the length of this point. So you see half, and here is the whole size. We can go to left view to lift this curves up a little bit. We can make it a little taller. So I have to go back to my top view to adjust this handle. So this is the path I'm going to make, and I'm just modeling the half of this path because I'm going to mirror it. Now I need to remove all the polygons. I press key on the keyboard and you see the polygon go away, but I still have the points. I selecting this point because I want this to be in the middle also. So I copy and paste and T for move, and I also press V and set the x-axis to 0 so they are perfectly lined up in the middle. I select all these points except the two in the middle, and I'm using construction, multiply mirror, and dragging a line in the middle, and you see I get the path on the other side too. So now we have all the points for the path. If you draw all the points in one step, you don't have to do this step, but you need to do it later on, and I show you. If you jump over, go too fast, and you come here, you just deselect them and then press shift and hold it down while you are dragging over the next point. It's very important to select this point in the right direction, right order, otherwise the car is going to go back and forth in a strange pattern. Now I'm going to create the path, and I click create and make curves and closed curves. So here is my path. Now, so here is where the motion is going to happen. The next thing to do is to make this road. So I'm going to zoom in here and draw the road. I'm not actually very conscious about how this road is going to look like. So so there we have this path. In the middle here I'm going to select the polygon, press Q to change the surface and call it asphalt. And the other point I'm selecting and press Q and call this for road edges. These can be lighter gray, so we have a little more color to this. Yeah. I need to go to Surface Editor and change the asphalt and make this dark gray. So there I have my polygons. The next thing to do is to extrude these polygons with this path. So I have the polygons in the foreground layer and the path in the background. I go to multiply and rail extrude. Depending on your screen resolution, this can be here, and when I catching the screen I make the window smaller so it came up in a pop-up menu. For the first I click automatic and oriented and OK. And if you can see now the road is looking a little bit strange, and that's because of the polygon here is flipped. I press F on the keyboard and the polygon, the road looks like the way I want it. So the next thing to do is make a new path, and the reason for that is if you go back to the original path, you will see that the space between each pixel is not unified. So if I'm going to make a car go here, it's going to go very fast here and very slow here and a little bit faster here, and it's not what I want at this time. So I have to make a new path with uniformed space. And to do that I'm going to copy this point and paste it in a new layer. I select this point and press P for polygon. So now I have one polygon here. I then again set the path in the background layer and go to multiply and rail extrude. But this time I'm going to set uniform length. 200 will do it for now. You can use less or more if you want more detail or higher speed. Now you will see that this polygon is even spaced between this. I press key on my keyboard to kill all the polygons because I don't want polygons. I want to make a new path. I'm selecting the first point in this path and holding down shift and start selecting this in the same order as I do earlier. if you miss some points here again, you need to deselect the point, release the shift key and then drag over it and press down shift key and continue. So the next thing now to do is to click on create and make a new curves, just like the other. When I jump over to polygons, you see the curves, and the little point here is telling it this is the start points of this road. Now I have two paths, look the same except for the spaces between the points, and I have a road. I save this object, road, and I'm clicking on this path and going to export curve to motion. So I call it 003. As you see, I have done this a few times before I get this tutorial right. The next thing to do is to send this object, especially this one, over to layout. And I also want to get a car, and this one I'm just going to load. Sorry. Load object. Yes. So there I have my car. I like to click here on the object's center, so this will let the object be in the center whatever I do. I press O on the keyboard to get quad view, and in this time half a meter will be better on the grid size. I can now move the car up to the start points. And I could connect the car to the motion path directly, but I prefer to use a null object between. So I'm going to items, add null, and I call this car null. So, and also this one I'm going to move to the top of my my track, the exact same point as the start. So the next thing to do is to load this motion paths and connect it to the null object. So we're going to load motion file. And here I go to motion curve 3. So, and here you can see the motion path. The null object is followed the motion path. The motion is 1000 frames. So The next thing to do is to connect the car with the null object. So to do that, I'm selecting the car. I'm just moving in so we can see both. I'm pressing M for motion option, and under controller and limits, and I click parent item and I click car null. It seems like nothing happened, but it is. You see now the car is following the null all the way, but it's not turning and it's doing strange thing. So we have to fix this. And the way to do this is to go back to the car null and press M for motion option, and on the controller and limits rotation we can choose align the path. And what's happened is the null object is now following, and I'm going to do this for heading, pitch and bank. In other cases you don't want some of this, depending on what things you are going to do. And if you see now the car is moving in a new strange way. So we need to move this car so it's in the right direction and place it where we want it to be, and it's here. So now the car is moving right. We can do some more things if you want. Because we have a null object and the car, we can go here and start playing. So I can start rotating the car here, and in the middle of the road I have some funny driving, and here maybe I start to take in the car. So the null object is helping me to do new things with the car. So play here, you can see. Yeah, maybe some more. You can see the car is following the path, and again here we can start playing. Just move so we have some points, and here the car is. Sorry. We can let it go the other way, and then sorry. So when it came down here, it's really burning. Yeah, that's everything for now. I hope you liked this tutorial, and if you do, please click like and subscribe, and there will be more tutorial. And if you have suggestions to how to make this tutorial better, or you want me to do another tutorial, please let me know in the. And bye bye for now.